Good evening and welcome to the Plastic Crack Podcast. It's my they didn't know I was going to do that, but yeah, don't tell me to watch the Plastic Crack Podcast. Of course, it's Monday night, and with me tonight we have Dom from Boots on the Table. He's that way.
Evening.
Martin Seven Sunny's below me, and
hello,
Steve. He's down that way from On Point HQ. Good evening, gentlemen. Martin's
Hello.
back from sick. Martin's back from sick leave.
I am back from sick leave. Yes.
the nurse is on standby, mate. You got lots of pills.
I've exhausted my supply of medication. Medication
And sympathy, probably, knowing family.
Oh, the sympathy ran out after sort of day one.
Always runs out after day one. But yeah, no. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is okay and is doing fine this evening. So I'm going to just say hello to a few people because you guys are all you're already chatting like mad. So what we got here? We got David Baker. He's put hi everyone, been good today. My wife bought me 2 boxes of Perry Plastics for Water of Roses for my birthday.
Yes,
nice.
Happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, mate.
Tim saying hello.
Should be outside in the pub. Shouldn't be here watching this rubbish.
Yeah, I know. We might have lower numbers this week, so everyone might be out getting pissed.
Why can't they watch us in the pub?
Yeah, they can watch
do
that and promote.
Anyway, can't they?
Do that and promote.
I'd love to see that. If anyone's in the pub, can you cast it onto the TV?
We want to see the looks of absolute horror.
People's faces. What the fuck is this? Where's my football? So we've got Jim in the house. Evening all.
Hello, mate.
Graham Wargamers Vault C is here. He's saying good evening. Louis Baby is saying evening all. Love it. Louis Baby. Richard Taylor saying hi. What are you all up to? Martin's got a load of sprue around him at the minute.
I'm covered in sprue.
Carl's here from our sponsor.
Hey.
Cheese and bread. I've not seen you before, mate. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome. Leslie's here. Leslie saying about tonight's theme. He's saying how Ket gets all his miniatures past his partner. Yeah, that might have caused an issue tonight already, but we'll leave that at that. How Dom manages to find time for work. Yeah, definitely.
No, I'll try not to.
Friends of General Haig's in the house. Evening all. Pre-party.
You know what there is? Every time I come on here,
there's always people at the start.
There's conversation.
Well, did you see Lionheart? 20 past 2 this was. Just come on, evening all. 20 past 2.
20 past 2. That's getting a bit extreme, Lionheart, trying to get the front seat.
No. It's like you're going to get people going first now.
Dedication.
That is. Yeah.
Chris Richards, even campers. Even Chris. Ricky Turner's saying evening all. Tech Saint, I've not seen you either, mate. Evening all.
Hello.
Tech, not seen you before, no. New name.
Battle Matt, evening everyone. Enemy in sight, evening.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Peter Little's here. You all right, Peter?
Hi, Pete.
Paul's in.
Yeah, Pete.
Steve Harbour's here. Matt Wright's here. Oh my God, there's so many people.
Yeah, once you start, you suddenly realise.
Yeah, Will Dennis is here. Gusty Wargaming's here. There's Facebook user is here. Hello, Facebook user. Come and join us over on YouTube as well. Get the numbers up. Tabletop CP's here. Crossing Obstacle Gaming. Hello, buddy. You're right. I've not seen you before either.
Hey.
Nice to have you here. Storm of Steel Wargaming. Good evening.
Yeah, well, you need some distraction if you're painting.
Yeah,
French,
exactly. Yorkshire Gamer's here. You all right, buddy?
Yorkshire.
Hello, buddy. I've lost me.
Christopher Geldof, yeah. John Clark's in the house. Old school FRPG. Granapay. Oh, I can't just fucking say it.
Come on, Ken.
Go on.
Granaprigo.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
There you go.
Yay!
Covet's Truth's in the house. You're right, buddy. I've not seen you before either. Imaginary Conflicts. Daz. Days in the house. Day 69. Modeling for Advantage Kaiser's in. Lionheart's back in again. He'll get his crap fixed early.
It's the best way.
Drew's in the house and Richard Hudson. I've actually caught up with the chat. So good evening, all. There we go.
Hello.
And thank you, everybody that is watching on the replay. Thank you very much.
Well remembered, Ken. Well done.
Yes. In there. I always try and remember. I always try and do it. Otherwise, I will forget. So yeah, tonight's an interesting one. I was at work I wasn't at work when I thought of it, but I was thinking about it a couple of weeks ago. I thought, what are the little secrets we all have in the hobby? So this could be a wide range of things. So maybe you
before we go anywhere with this, Ken, there's one big secret that we need to address. An elephant in the room.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. I bring up Exhibit A.
I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they. You what? I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they. You what? I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they. French a bit like the Ultramarines.
Shoot him now! Shoot him now!
The French are like the Ultramarines.
I will defend this point. I will defend it, sir, and I will come at you and say it may be taken out of context, but oh my god, here we go. Yeah, so basically, I should have mentioned at the time that what I mean is, if Dom didn't cut it early, is that the model range. So with the Ultramarines, from Games Workshop, they've got everything. Everything's shiny, and I just feel like being a French player that everything in the French is modeled over loads of different manufacturers, and they seem to have loads of different models and bits and bobs like that. So that's what I meant. But
But you just said they're basically the same. It's basically
pretty much. I compare the French to Ultramarines
to the Smurfs.
What does the chat think about that? Should we think?
Well, the chat's gone nuts. I just think you should have a look at what Kaiser's just said, which is just put the shovel down. The hole's big enough already.
I think probably right.
So I managed to join live for the first time. The first words I hear is Ultramarine.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I tell you what, mate. I logged onto his stream the other day. So when Ken did that live, I was like, "Oh, Ken's live. I'll show some support. I'll go and watch it." And I logged on. And then because I logged on, and the first words out, Matt, I logged on, and you literally just then said, "So yeah, the French are like the Ultramarines." I was stunned, stunned. There were so many emotions: rage, shame.
Disappointing.
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know what.
Yeah, but I'm a son of. Yeah, but I'm a son of Dawn. That makes it even worse.
I don't know what stands. I actually know what that means. I know what the yellow ones.
Yeah, the yellow ones. The yellow ones.
The yellow ones.
Yes. What colour are they?
Philip, please accept our collective. Please accept our collective apology for that being the first word you see on a live stream. It's heresy.
Literally heresy. Yeah.
But
it is heresy.
It was quite. But it was funny.
Yes.
Can we keep that clip now? Can we do a blooper thing at the end?
Yes, we can do that.
Fantastic.
At least 10 minutes to make that.
The yellow ones. We'll put the yellow ones. Right, boys, digging it. Yeah, agreed. Martin left there at the point. He's digging an even bigger hole. Yes, I am. I'm very good at doing that, Leslie. It's not been my day today. Let's put it that way. So yeah, the French are like the Ultramarines. Play them in tournaments.
I didn't see much of that stream either, but I saw that bit and I just thought, oh my goodness.
No, well, it's a bit. I'll be honest with you, because it was like I was speaking, to somebody like we normally do, like we have guests on. It's a bit weird doing it without you guys there. I just thought it wouldn't be something that really all four of you would be really interested in, so that's why I invited him on to my channel.
No, we each have our own channels, and it's always good to get some variety on there. I thought it was a good stream. I did catch up with it all because I really like Lord of the Rings.
Break the band up. I think that's what it is. It's breaking the band up, going on his own, trying to do a solo career.
I'm doing the
job. And then talking about these space
It's been just thinking of Yoko Ono
there.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
You get the chat going with that, but yeah, guys. So topic.
Anyway, where were you?
Yeah, we're back to the main topic. So the main topic for tonight is going to be those secrets, the hobby secrets you don't want other people to know about. So it might be a little project you've got going on the side, Steve.
doing nothing. So, the project on the side, the one that you meet in your car.
Anything.
Yeah. So that one, or you've got like a dirty little fetish, like 6mm hobbits, Dom. Or just things like that, just in general, like little secrets, like little tricks.
See 6mm hobbits, let alone have a fetish about them. Bloody hell.
No, 6mm samurai's bad enough, but yeah.
Yeah, too right.
But yeah, no, it's open out there for the chat as well. Just obviously any little secrets you might have going, or like, things that you might not even class as a secret. So like little tips and tricks you do every day, but you haven't told anyone about it. Do you know? Because you think it might be mundane, but it generally might not be. So people might actually have a real interest in it. But before we start all that, let's go around the room and let's see what we've been doing this week. And as well as Martin's foul language.
Sorry.
But yeah.
He's ill. He's not well.
No, yeah, everyone feels sorry for Martin. Leslie's but
that's fine.
James Haley has him back on the straight. Yeah, Haley has him back on the straight and narrow. Yeah, you're back on the straight and narrow, mate.
I am.
Oh my God. The French are Imperial Guard of 40k in War Games Atlantic World. They're the Imperial Guard, aren't they? They do that really cool box set. Like French.
Oh, the Grosnards or whatever.
Yeah.
I know the ones, yeah.
Yeah.
In the pictures.
Apparently I'm Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams, that's the one. It's Robbie that's gone his own way.
Yeah, there you go. Battle Matt has even kicked it off. There you go.
Oh, Lord.
Alongside historical, I also play 40k. There you go. There, I've said it.
Yellow card.
Yeah, there you go.
Yellow card.
There you go. See, look, these dirty little hobby secrets coming out. Things like that.
Do you play the yellow ones?
Does he play the... Mine, I'm going to buy you a box of Primera Space Marines if you're not careful.
I have no Primera Space Marines.
Well, you're going to have Primera Space Marines now. You said that.
Oh God, I forgot to put my laptop charger in. Whoops, hang on.
We're real professional here, folks.
Slick as hell.
Paul Beck's 2 mil video. Yeah, it's great. I really enjoyed that. To be fair,
class.
Yeah. But no. So, Dom, do you want to kick off, mate? Because we'll start with you because it'll be the frigging longest as usual. What have you been up to this week?
Have you got an hour then? Hang on, let me just.
Oh, is he? Oh, I've got him unprepared.
I don't think you were coming. I thought you were off about this rubbish about what I want to. Secrets. I'm trying to think of them. What have I been up to? I've done a reasonable amount this week, not as much as last week, but then that was a lot. I was supposed to do a whole load of Franco-Prussians. That's what I had on my sort of agenda mentally to do, but instead I was sorting through boxes and I found some French that were left over from painting all those Cleve Bergs. And
what's the manufacturer, Dom?
I don't know what they are. To be honest, they're all mixed bag. I think there's some Warlords in there. There's some Perrys in there. There's Victrix in there.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a Warlord. There's a Perry March and Pose, and there's a Warlord March and Pose. Yeah, there's a bit of everything in it.
There's a real. I bought them on eBay, just pre-bagged up 24-man battalions, and I obviously bought too many because you do, don't you? And I had 2 left over. So this one is done up as a Kingdom of Naples line battalion. And the cavalryman there is from our friend Mez Minis, sponsor of the channel. That's an avonpost mounted colonel.
Oh, nice.
And so I just thought I'd do him because I had him spare. So I've got him that battalion done, which I really enjoyed doing. And then the other battalion is sort of real odds and sods. So that one I'm midway through working on, which is going to be a light battalion for the Neapolitans. So I'll just have a little brigade that I can use when I want to. That was the plan. But I'm not so keen on this. I'm sort of struggling with these, and I'm not enjoying painting them. They're too close to French, really. That's the problem.
You were painting some Franco-Prussian French, so
I was. I think I'm still getting over that, frankly, and that's all I can say. I did this guy as well. This was
very nice.
Lord Richard Byron,
cool.
Who is going to lead my English Civil War, and that's another avonpost Mez's Mini figure, the flag bearer. It's from his range as well. So I was really pleased with those. They came out pretty well. Horse is a bit shiny. Not sure why. Gonna have to get some matte varnish and put it on there. But, it's just suddenly the spray sometimes just comes out. Well, I use spray varnish, and sometimes I don't know what I'm saying to you, Ken, because you don't use spray, you don't use varnish.
No.
But sometimes it comes out shiny. I don't know why. And then I did another Hovel building. So this is Labella Alliance Inn from Hovel.
Nice one.
Which I love doing these. It's so much fun.
I do like that, Dom. I love the weather in that. It does look. I imagine that on the tabletop with trees and some figures, that's going to look absolutely fantastic. It really is.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, I mean, I just use different kinds of washes, really. It was really simply done, and then just washes over it just to build up a bit of grime and dirt and whatnot, and it sort of comes out nicely. I mean, that's a really nice model. That was 13 quid from Hovel, so I think that's not bad at all. Full resin.
No, that's cool, man. No, that is very nice, to be honest with you. I you know me now. I'm quite a fan of the old Hovel stuff. It's definitely up there. But very much a fan. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, what have you been up to, Martin?
Pain. What have I been up to?
Apart from pain.
Apart from watching all your, I admit I didn't actually watch the live stream until the weekend. So from last week,
it was a playback.
Which actually, I had. Yeah, I was one of your playbacks. So I do have an opinion from last week. So there was so much I could have said as well. I should have, but I was had taken a lot of painkillers when you were doing it live, so I couldn't really. I didn't think it was a good idea.
If you come on with lots of
but basically, when I think it was Dom, you talked about why don't people get as pickety about their terrain as they do about uniforms.
Yeah.
I do. I really do. It bugs the hell out of me. It annoys me more. It genuinely annoys me more when I see an early dark ages building on like a late medieval table. It really, really annoys me. And so, like, if I start a new project, it's just a thing because architecturally you can see it. It's easier to see like a bloody building than it is the lapel on some sodding French colonel that no one cares about. Like and for like World War II, so I do like to have buildings and see it because I'm not going to say I like to build up my tables quite a lot and I like to have stuff. So I do like to have fairly period specific stuff. That's just my thing. So again, completely agree with what you guys said. Generic like trees, hedges, stone walls, suitable fencing. But it's even fencing. I get hung up on fencing, like wattle fencing. It only and plank fencing only happens at certain times, right? Genuinely,
anybody else really pleased that he wasn't on the stream last week?
This is the bit we miss. This is why we miss Martin.
That's it. You see, but you see the no, because I just wasn't. No, I think you got it right, which is you. Why don't we care about as much about it? Because that's why I find it so hard to buy a castle, and I haven't bought a castle because they change architecturally so much. And the one that everyone uses, the typical kind of castle, that those aren't. They're quite earlier in the medieval period, not like the Motte and Baileys, but the sort of earlier than I want. So no, I think people should. I do like to see generic terrain, but then buy a few pieces of World War II specific. Or the beauty about black powder stuff is you can use that in World War II as well. Like it's quite interchangeable. And then timber frame buildings for medieval. But yeah, I was watching that bit, and there was no one was kind of going, oh yeah, so I do. Is that my one of the things I'm having a big problem with is for my Carthaginian project, right? Yeah. Is there I'm going. Do I really have to sit here and buy a whole Roman town? Nah, I'm not going to bother doing any sieges. They just fought in the open a lot. There we go. A river. There's a river in the snow. Like, do I need to bother doing a river? Nah, it's snowed. Just cover it.
I think you got people started last week though, Dom, with the Hovel stuff because people are saying they've been ordering it. It's like I've ordered some Hovel stuff. I've ordered more Hovel stuff.
It is weird, isn't it? And did you see that War Games Illustrated
did a video on it
as well? And I thought, bloody hell. It's funny how it just goes round, isn't it?
Should I throw in my experience of Hovels?
It's
not that I don't like.
It's all right. I ordered something from them ages ago, and it came, and it was full of air bubbles. It was miscast, and I contacted them, and I never got a reply.
Really?
And but that was quite a while ago now. So after that, I just didn't do it. Now I hope maybe I'll do something again. But that was just my experience at the time.
What you had at the time.
At the moment, everyone else seems to be getting it. So I just hadn't gone back. But then I didn't pursue it again after that. I sent one email and never got a reply. So in the end, what I did was I hit the scenery with a piece of hammer with a hammer and used it as ruins.
Right. Okay.
But that's weird. I mean, I have to say, there are air bubbles in it, that's for sure, but they're not that bad, the ones I've had. I mean, literally one or two. Down and somewhere where it wouldn't be obvious, so I can't.
But
bad experience, then I can understand.
Yeah. But then that's the same for anything, isn't it? Like, sometimes people have, but I did start painting. So I started painting again on Saturday. So everything I've done has been since Saturday because Hayley took the girls out. In the afternoon. So I thought I'd start small.
Yeah, it was technically last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I started by doing just a for my French Indian War. That's a Canadian militia captain for muskets and tomahawks.
Got him on the table.
He's bloody good in game as well, isn't he? He's just sort of they're amazing stat wise. I'm quite surprised at how good they are. And then I sort of thought, well, I'll just dive in. So I painted. So I stuck together, painted, and finished my Hopton pike block. So I started that on Saturday afternoon and finished basing it yesterday. So that's standard size pike block that I'm going to be doing, and then that's them with the musketeer wings. Added on.
So how many? What's your size units, Martin? What are you doing?
16. So there's 16 pike. There's 16 pike.
Yeah.
And between 12 and 14 musketeers on each side.
Okay.
So I don't do the command in the pike block because I stick them separate. Because I find it weird that people have the command at the front where they just get skewered.
Yeah,
and there's a gap in the
I have got loads of regiments, and that's never even occurred to me, and it's a bloody good idea.
In fact, that's why I do it this way. So I have the commands at the back on a separate, so I can put them in front like in March, but then in battle they go to the back anyway. So I just thought I'll just move them around. So it's just when you've got these wall of pikes, it seems weird to me that there would just be a gap, and then they would just get lance.
And actually, if you ever go and see something like Sealed Knot, I know they're not 100% authentic, but they do a pretty good job. But their flag bearers always go to the back, and the drummers go to the back.
And that's
right.
There we go. And that's just a picture I took yesterday of them. I was quite pleased with that photo, to be fair.
It's a nice picture.
I like seeing the flags.
You've been doing all your eyes on these. You've been doing eyes, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't know why I've done my eyes on every single one. Don't know why. Just did. I think I did it. I just started. I think I didn't think about it, and then I just carried on. But no, I'm pleased with how they've come out. So that's Hopton's regiment. So they'll be the ones fighting against
sound, man. They really is looking good.
And then because I was like, I'm waiting for these bases to dry because obviously they're quite big bases. They take a little bit longer. I thought, I'm going to do something. I'm going to confuse Dom. So I've painted a badger.
Yay!
What? I don't understand.
So with a pipe as well.
With a pipe is a 60 mil badger. I put that German. I sent you guys a picture. I put a German. A German comes up to about his waist. 28 mil German. So yes, burrows and badgers. That's the badger mage. I thought I'd just do something different. So I sat there on while the bases were drying, and I knocked him out. But that was a really nice change of pace. But the next time, I don't know why. It's because I hadn't painted for nearly 9 days. I thought I'll do tartan.
Yeah. That's good. That's good, mate. To be fair,
yeah. Why? What possessed? I mean, it looks fantastic, but what possessed you to do that?
60 million. Get away with it.
I was thinking about a grumpy old man wearing a tartan scarf and smoking a pipe and shouting at kids.
Yeah, shouting at squirrels.
Shouting at squirrels. I feel like he's got something to say. I feel like he's like baiting somebody a little bit. But no, it's a fantastic model, and I mean that's all resin. That model.
Nah, that's a lovely model. You've used that Green Stuff World resin there, haven't you?
Yeah, on the puzzle. Yeah, on my bases because I did the cobblestone bases because I might do might do a video on that, to be fair, because I enjoyed doing them on the command base for the Wars of the Roses. So I thought I'll do all of these burrows and badgers, because most of the burrows and badgers miniatures I see, everyone's got them on grassland, which makes sense, I suppose. So I thought I'll do them on cobblestones.
No, that's good, man.
Uncle, but yeah, very much Uncle Boggo. But yeah, so I had to get. So to be fair, I painted about 25 minis in a couple of days. So
for a slow start, that's pretty good result,
that's good, man.
Yeah, so I'm just sticking together loads of Wars of the Roses. But yeah, you go. That was my
bloody influence. I've just been surfing the Hovel site. Martin, to be fair, mate, you smashed it. You smashed it. You've done more than me. No, you've done really well. Friends of General Hayes, but lovely pike and shark. Yes, I'm real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, really nice painting, mate. It was really, really nice.
Thank you.
No, definitely. What about yourself, Steve?
In a word, bugger all.
Did you do me, mate? Did you have a bit of burnout?
I think I overexerted myself on the bank holiday Monday, getting those Polish Airborne finished. Because this time last week on the stream, I was painting my project.
Yes, you were.
So I painted those on the Monday and also the Tuesday as well. And I sat down on Wednesday night and I picked the brush up and thought, I can't do this. I'm just not in any way, shape, or form motivated to paint. So I've literally, this is the first I picked up Wednesday.
Okay.
And I did other things. I played video games. I read books. I watched films. I did everything apart from paint, and I feel much better for it. I feel without giving too much away about the secret project. I'm flying through them now. I painted a quarter of the box in just over. See, the course of last stream, I prepped, based, painted, washed, and then finished them all off in the tube.
Wow.
Done.
That's sound, man.
So yeah,
that's good. But I know how you feel, man, because I had the similar. I was going to say I had a similar thing.
I was going to say I don't want to start waving my figures around because you might be able to see the secret project I'm working on. So I have to be really careful about what I show on camera tonight.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. No, it's you got done what you got done, didn't you? You know, you had a break. Everyone has a break, and it's just one of those things. I had a break the week before. Really, I played a lot of video games and stuff. I had a
force break. It was horrible.
Mine had a force break. So yeah,
it was genuinely. I was
gagging to get some paint on the table.
I was getting quite raggy, and I was because also I couldn't really play video games because I couldn't sort of hunch over to play. So I was getting quite raggy, and then watching your videos and your live streams and things like that, I just got really morose. So I stopped watching them basically because it was upsetting.
Oh dear! So
he's having a little tizzle.
Yeah. So just out of interest for me this week, I managed to get these bad boys done. I've done these in a couple of hours. It didn't take long. You done your ones yet, Dom, for your Germans?
No, I haven't, mate. No, I'm saving them up for when I need a bit of a change up, you know?
Yeah. So I managed to get these done. So that's all my Royal Navy stuff's now done. So everything that Warlord produced for Royal Navy, I've got one of each of it now. Because they haven't released the Art Royal yet. So that is done. So I'm very happy with that.
Have you got an aircraft carrier already in that?
Yeah, HMS Eagle.
How easy were they to go? Was it easy to put together, or did it need any assembly?
No. It's just one block for me.
Okay, cool. Because I saw Nick, British Legion, doing one of the big Japanese, and it looked really fiddly to put together, and it actually put me off. I thought, he did a brilliant job with it, but it just put me off a bit.
No.
Not that the Germans have, they've got one pretend aircraft carrier in their fleet.
No, it was pretty straightforward, to be fair. I'm just trying to find my other image, and I've lost it now. Where the hell has it gone? No, it's disappeared on me. What a pain in the ass.
While you're looking for it, I
always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they. You what? I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are.
It's a gift that keeps giving, frankly.
Sorry, I've just realised I've probably got a bit of background noise because I've got my fans on 4 on my PC and they shouldn't be. Sorry. I just turned them down now.
Outrageous.
Yeah, I know.
Someone did make a really funny comment. Where is it? Here you go. I hope you've done your research on the correct form of badger sets, Martin.
Yeah. No. Again, that would just.
I think you'll find those badgers had 2 stripes down them, not 1.
Yeah.
I actually looked at a picture of a badger.
Oh, there you go.
No, but not even the model. I didn't look at a picture of the model painted. I went and found a picture of a badger.
You went and found a picture of an actual badger.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I could just go in the garden and look at one round here.
Top research.
Top research.
That's right. The next one, there you go. Look, this will get Dom. So this is the next one. Look, it's a giant wildcat who looks like Bill Sykes wearing a top hat with a big axe.
You know, as models, I can appreciate them. But I just like, why?
We'll get him on, and then we're just going to leave you to talk to him.
Yeah, just leave
why?
Dom. This was as soon as there it is. So this is what else I managed to finish. Steve, you'll be happy.
Great.
Easy
yes,
company.
Good stuff. More bolt action.
Yeah. So easy
what tank
company.
is that? It's Diddy.
That's a Stewart.
It's a Stewart.
That's
a
a Rubicon
cheese machine, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cheese machine in bolt action.
I've still got a couple of bits to do for it. I've got 2 LMGs and a mortar and an anti-tank gun, 75mm anti-tank gun, but. Literally, the majority of it are done. The characters are all done that I wanted to get done. All those metals are done, so I'm very happy with those. But they're done. There's 2,000 points.
Really good.
Yeah, 2,000 points worth, and very happy indeed with that. One of those. But gentlemen, let's get on to tonight's main subject then. There's some
great comments coming in. Sorry.
Oh, you got no. Go for it.
We don't have badgers like that in Somerset. We only have. The only ones that see are flat.
Yeah.
Cole's getting in the spirit.
Viva the old Marines.
And Travis, what are you talking? I don't get that. I'm experimenting with baking the metal minis after I paint them.
Baking them?
It seems to harden the paint and make it tough. Well, there's an interesting.
That's a dirty little hobby secret, that one, isn't it?
There's so many things that could go wrong. I mean,
why don't you put the resin? The resin.
I was about to say,
Leslie's really into this. Look, he says, "What temperature? Gas mark 4."
I was going to say, can I just say something? This is just a disclaimer. If anyone's watching, I've just seen that comment. If you put your Forge World Titan into a cooker, we're not to blame.
It'll get +1 to hit.
That's your own. That's your own stupidity. Nothing to do with us.
Is that kind of like a French thing? Is that?
Please put your Forge World Titan in the. Just open it up and there's a puddle with its hand just going down like that,
it's not even funny.
Just before we say, we should say as a caveat here that it was Travis's idea from
not ours.
CP, not our idea.
Yeah, not our idea.
I love how you had to drop his channel in there as well, just to make sure the blade goes where it's deserved.
See, it's legit. Apparently, I got confused with the French and the Marines because they both follow the Emperor. Apparently.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. So to harden the paint, okay, that's intriguing.
Oh God, I'm not going to try that. I'm afraid, unless Dom.
So all right. Look, go on in, King, because I'm intrigued. Go on in. You lead the way in this confessional, in this little round table where it like it's sort of like, hi, my name's Ken and I paint models, and what's your dirty little secret? Because I want to know what you were thinking when you're like, oh yeah, I do that, and that's really
there was
bad.
some mission here, wasn't there? There was some. You're right, Martin.
It's not even per se like dirty little secrets. It's like I such an arse, and I tend to take. I've got a really bad thing of when I get a new paint out, I put a bit on the brush and I have to dip it on my tongue before I start using it if it's a new paint.
What like wine?
Yeah. Really random. But if
you
I don't,
taste the paint before you paint.
Yeah, but if it's a new paint that I've not used before, do you know why? Because it's a superstition. It's like a superstition for me. If I don't do that, then the paint's going to be really shit, and I'm not going to use it. And I've just wasted. Don't see that you asked for it. You asked for the confession. There you go.
Do you know what one of my superstitions is when it comes to painting?
Yeah, go on.
If I'm batch painting, those figures have to stay in the same order.
From
the start to the finish. Yeah, they cannot. I'm painting 4 lance snakes at the moment, and they will stay. They'll be painted in that order from the beginning to the end, and they will not come out that order until they're done.
Oh, mate, Jesus. Yeah, I try to do that, but it never works. I always get carried away. But you know how to piss Steve off now. Just go in and fuck around with his painting desk.
That sounds like a good thing to do. And hang on, I just saw the stuff about it. Like Dom, I think, are you reading the baking stuff?
Yeah, just the whole baking thing's just gone on and on and on. It's hilarious.
We're gonna have to get a clip from the Great British Bake Off now and put that on it.
Said he did it originally to that'd be fun. The Great British Bake Off with figures.
Maybe even there, get Nigella putting it in the oven or something.
Yeah, put Nigella with a forge well tight and put it in the oven. Bake slowly at 180 for 3 hours.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna have to do a clip now. I'm gonna have to make like a clip.
Jeez.
Do you remember when we used to talk about like painting and like how cool like the latest release was?
I remember those days. We'll never see days like that again. They were good days.
They were good days. Yeah.
Do you know, I came on the show tonight thinking the one big weird thing that would be going on was Ken's comment about French. You guys have exceeded yourselves at every level so far. We've only been going 30 for 7 minutes, and we've had badgers, we've had weird shit about baking figures. I mean, you know, all we need now is Steve talking about some latest food substance that he's using for his bases. That'll be... Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I can only apologise, folks. I have no idea what is going on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Do you know what? I think it's a good thing the lockdown is coming to an end here in the UK, because the world has just gone completely bananas. That's all I can say.
This is like 2002 porn, this is. Oh, so good. 2002 this come out, and I'm trying to be nostalgic.
How old were you in 2002, Ken?
I was 11, nearly 12. No, I was 11. Yeah, I was 11. So I never got to live it, but now I do, because I'm a fully grown man that likes toy soldiers, and my missus thinks I'm a twat.
Oh my god! Dear. Oh my lord!
I hope she's not watching.
So that's your your confessional is you lick paint out of the bottles.
Yeah, and I tend to really overspend on miniatures when I shouldn't.
Do you know what? That I hadn't noticed. No one here's noticed that.
No, never seen that.
No, I hadn't noticed that either.
That's amazing. No, I'm well done for coming clean. That's
well done. Yeah, we didn't think that was happening.
I don't do things by half, do I? I don't just get a couple of magazines. I get the whole fucking collection, don't I? It's like, you know.
And then get upset when they don't turn up.
Oh, I got very
by a day.
I got very upset. I got very upset.
He got really leery because these magazines hadn't turned up. I mean, and then Martin said, "When were they sent?" And he said, "Well, they should have arrived yesterday or today." It's like, well, the world's gone crazy. Postage is like a spout. It arrived the next day. But
it cost me 30 quid to get them shipped. But then I got a refund of 20 quid because they were late, which was even better.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, what we got?
Battle Matt says overspending isn't a confession; it's a requirement. I'm with you, mate.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely right.
And therefore, I don't consider it an overspend.
No, it's never an overspend. It was entirely in budget.
No, it's only an overspend if the money isn't there. Surely the money was there. It just wasn't afterwards. That was the thing. That was part of the problem when my back was hurting, was because all this shit was turning up and I couldn't do anything with it. That was the frustrating thing.
That was quite funny seeing those comments last week when you're saying it's all turning up and you can't do nothing with it. I was having a little chuckle.
Oh, by the way, you'd be pleased to know. Sorry, I did watch it. You'd be pleased to know I won my Age of Sigmar tournament. Thank you. I won.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not only did I win, I suddenly decided, you know what? I'm going to cut all my hair off. I'm going to start drinking blue WKD, and I'm going to start listening to Snow Patrol and Coldplay. You absolute bellend.
And scouting for girls.
Scouting for girls.
Scouting for girls. Come on, get it right.
Sorry, just to go. Is it?
Oh, jeez.
I was waiting. I was like, "There's going to be something in here. There's going to be something." It took a while. I think it's like 1 hour 45 in before someone suggested it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Age of Sigmar, I think it was me, but yeah. But £30 shipping, did it come from Australia? No, it weighed about 20 kilos, and I wanted it next day on a Saturday. So, yeah, that's why.
He does nothing by halves, does Ken.
No, it gets me in a lot of trouble, which I'm in right now, to be fair. So, yes. But yeah, no. What about so then? Let's go around the table then. We've had my confession. Martin, you've got to have something. You've got to.
When I can't, so if I snap something, like I actually did one of those pikes, if I can't find glue or if it's out of reach, I'll use a lighter to melt the end of the plastic and push the two pieces back together again.
Do you want to know a little trick that I've found that actually works really, really well, and it looks actually really cool? Because you know those Victrix, the standard bearers, they snap quite easily, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know? Well, you haven't got any because you haven't got any ships, but Don will know what I mean. The thread that you get with the Black Sea ships.
Mm-hmm.
So put it next to it, and then I just wrap it round it, and it looks like rope, just holding the two bits of wood together with a bit of super glue, and it stays really firm. I've done that with my Italians because I snapped one of the flag bearers and I didn't have a spare, and it actually was really cool because it looks like it's been damaged in battle, and you know you've put it back together.
In all fairness, that string is or that little bit of thread is really useful stuff because you get so much of the stuff.
Yeah,
you don't need half of it for the ships, and I've got piles of it from the bits I did.
I just thought it adds as well, you know.
Do you know what? Right, after being on here now with you guys for nearly a year and listening to all three of you, and you talk about your woes, nothing you have said has made me want to buy any of those. In fact, it's made me tell my friends not to buy them.
What, the ships?
Yes.
Yeah. If anyone wants any of those Victory at Sea ships, I've got them up for sale at the minute.
Ken got so frustrated, he put them up for sale, and nobody will buy them because nobody wants them.
They're 15 quid if you want them. There's 3 brigs and 6 frigates.
Oh, jeez.
15 quid.
I made 2.
Not Victory Seas, one with Black Seas.
I made 2. And Black Seas ones. I made. I've got them here. In fact, one of them's completely knackered now. So I made them 2. And without a shadow, without any doubt or any lying, I have never swore
so much
as I did. Oh shit! I just dropped it. I've never swore as much.
Case in point.
In a painting project I did with those, whether it was the construction, the painting, the rigging, the sails. One Friday, when I did the first rigging, when it was finished, before I did anything, I literally went into the kitchen and poured myself a glass of wine to calm down. I was just
Jesus
raging. I don't know what it was, and then to make it even worse, the next day I started the second without even, I just went straight into it. But no, I don't think I'll be ever making another 4 because generally, I think they're bad for my general health and safety, to be honest.
I think they'd be all right if I just had them disassembled and I could start again. I think they'd be all right. But having them assembled was a bit of a pain in the ass. But I think I've got a buyer. Tim.
Who's that?
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
On this, since we're all on the podcast. Right?
Yeah, Tim. If you
I actually thought they weren't bad to do. I didn't. The rigging is an absolute bitch. I'll give you that. But And actually, in the end, I just did a really simplified version, and it worked all right. I mean, just up, down.
Do you know what I saw?
No.
On Instagram, I saw someone do some, and they decide. I can't remember what they used. They used some kind of spray, but they used but it made it look like it was undead with like all tattered rigging hanging off of it and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That looked cool I think they basically said that they
that's
just
that's from Green Stuff World, spider webbing.
Yeah, they sprayed it on the
airbrush. You spray it for an airbrush.
Yeah, they did it on the ships, and it looked like the rigging was all like tattered and stuff.
When I was doing mine, I was flailing around the room like Basil Fawlty. It was sort of thing to behold. I was in the grip of some kind of rigging frenzy.
Yeah, it took me about an hour and a half to do mine, and I did all the rigging for it, and it took me about an hour and a half.
I really enjoyed it because I quite enjoyed the game actually.
So buy these off me then.
I've got loads. There's, down in that cupboard.
I know. There's hundreds. You got so many. I don't know how you've done it.
I've got some more in the guilty stash as well, ready to paint. So
I'll just bring them up and chuck them in there and say, "Cheers, Dom. Thanks for painting them."
You've got a buyer now, mate.
Tim's on it.
Tim's having them. I didn't know.
I didn't think about like advertising stuff to sell on here. I've got some things I'm going to get rid of. I'm actually going to be getting rid of my Prussians. I've decided to not pursue that project.
Ooh.
So
they're a bit boring.
It's not that. It's just that.
Controversial.
It's that I've. The thing is, I've already got nearly as many Hanoverians as I have British, and I think I'd rather just keep on doing Hanoverians and flesh out all of their units because they've got so many, like loads of little units that don't get a lot of love. And I was like, do I really need to start another division for another army? So, so I'll probably the Landwehr that I did. Yeah, I'll probably just get rid of them.
I've been thinking the same with my French.
What, are you get rid of your?
No, not the ones that I've got, not the ones I've made. Keep the Avonpost ones, obviously, because I really want to do them. I do really want to do them, but obviously, probably make another 3 cavalry divisions.
Obviously,
not divisions, troops. Sorry, 3 cavalry.
Not
divisions. No. So like one of the Victrix, one of the Perrys again, and I've got maybe 2 Perrys and the 1 Victrix, but then maybe get rid of the rest. And the same with the infantry. I think I've got 16 battalions if I do that.
You've got a pretty sizable force, and then that's the thing. I mean, apart from because the thing is if you're going to play a game that's big. You're probably going to be playing against people who'll be able to bring stuff anyway. You're probably going to have 2 French players who can then like double up. And
yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I mean. So I'm going to have 15 battalions with GMB flags for sale very soon, probably.
But don't forget, folks.
I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges are a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they. You what? I hate you.
Right.
This is what everyone's in the chat saying. I'll buy. Yeah, but to be fair though, the thing is, I could paint them, I reckon, and I could sell them for a lot more. But then that's wasted painting time in my eyes. But is it? Because I could sell them for a lot more. I'd probably get 80 quid a battalion from them, couldn't I?
They do go for a lot of money painted, but they're better. They go for more if you paint them and don't bother. I've noticed it if you just block them in. So basically, if you do all the base coats. Because then people can shade them and they add their own stuff. I was looking at some stuff on eBay.
Don't base them basically as well.
Yeah, don't base them. Don't base them. Or if you do, just put them on the 40x40s and don't put anything on them. Don't attach the flag, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I am tempted because I'm thinking they're just sitting there, and I'm just not going to. It's not. I'm not going to do them. I might do them in a couple of years, but. It's just too much there, I think, and it's just money sitting there which I could be using on other things like house buying, which is quite important. So just a tad, just a tad. Oh, I did see a lovely. I saw a lovely house that was like 4-bedroom place, and it had its own dedicated games room I could have had, and it was a massive 14-foot by 14-foot room. I was like, oh my god, I want to live here. And Laura's like. It looks quite nice. You know when you get those things when someone's, Laura was even going, yeah, it looks nice. Phoned up, no, they've just completed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Everything was going well. Yeah. Yes.
That's a horrific thing buying a house.
People are talking about CrackCon in the bring buy CrackCons. Oh, Matt.
Listen, we can't have a bring and buy at CrackCon because Ken would buy everything that was there, and Laura would divorce him.
And
that would be it.
Yeah.
That would be the
If you don't want me on the show anymore, basically go. Yeah, we'd do a bring and buy. But yeah. No. But so that was you, Martin. What's your little secret then, Dom? You got one?
I really don't know that I've got one. I was really struggling with thinking. I was hoping that you guys would come up with something and go, oh, yeah, that makes me think of something. Because I mean, everything I do, I tend to film and put on the channel, so it's not like there's any real hidden surprises.
So it's not like a little project. There's not like a little thing that you've done in the past and think, why the friggin' hell did I do that sort of thing?
Oh, plenty of them, but most of them aren't to do with wargaming. I genuinely, I think the only thing I can think of is a sort of not really a guilty secret, but just sort of one of the things that I get all the time is, how do you paint so much? How do you paint so much? And I guess, kind of for me, it's very much a relaxation, and I enjoy just getting through the figures to get them on the table. I do it for the project. But I do take every opportunity to paint when I can. So when I get up in the morning and I'm waiting for the coffee to...
Well, it's the only thing you have is a hobby, isn't it, Dom?
Yeah,
that's your hobby, isn't it?
Paint a couple of, cross belts or whatever on some figures, and then, that sort of thing. So I think, that's, I don't know if it's a guilty secret or not, but literally every opportunity I get, and my wife, quite understanding about that, I'll sit and paint a bit of figure. Is that a guilty secret? I don't think it is, because I'm quite honest about it. But I guess I'm trying to think of any tips that I do. Again, I kind of show them off. I mean, I do every sort of shortcut I can possibly find, if that's a guilty secret. I mean, I don't. You guys do so much more shading and
highlighting and stuff,
lighting on everything. And I, wash a little bit of touching up around some high points of the figure, and a dry brush if I really feel brave, and whack it on a cheap, easy base, and its job's a good one. And that's kind of, but you can see that with my figures. So I don't know whether that's a guilty secret, but for me, it's all about getting the figures on the table. That's all it's ever been. So,
Sorry, go on, carry on. That just reminded me of something.
So I think, I'm just going to say that if I had all the money in the world, I would quite happily get somebody else to paint all my figures, and never have to paint a figure again. I'd be actually quite,
that's a dirty secret.
I'd be quite happy. Wouldn't bother me. I know you guys. I know Martin said it, and Steve said it repeatedly, that you that's what you love. But for me, it's the gaming. It's the playing with the toy soldiers. So if I could find somebody to paint my figures and do it for me all the time, I'd be quite happy. Wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I'd still play with them and enjoy them.
Yeah.
I'd probably do the odd little bits and bobs, I guess, but the rest of it I wouldn't do. So literally, because I was thinking about it the other week, because I mentioned it before, I have quite bad arthritis in my fingers, and at times it can get really, really painful. And I was thinking about it because it's the sort of thing that only gets worse as you get older. And sadly, I'm getting older. And I think eventually I might not even be able to pick up a paintbrush to paint. And I thought, I don't really care. That's fine. As long as I've painted enough figures in the next several years before that happens, then as long as I can still shuffle the figures around the table, it'll be fine.
You'll be fine, yeah.
All right. I won't miss it. I really won't miss it. So, but I'll probably never get to the end of the figures because I can never stop buying them. So.
No, you are right there. You can never stop buying them. That is a pure fact.
I never. You sell yours. I never sell. I very seldom sell. I'm not saying never, but because I do occasion. But I very, very seldom sell because I'm lucky. I've got the space. To store them, and figures don't get out of date seriously. I mean, they're a little bit old-fashioned, some of them, but I still use them. So, they'll come back out in a few years' time and be reused. They may not be used right now. May not be used for the same rule system.
But they will get used again. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Figures never die; they just go in my boxes.
No, it's fair enough, isn't it? It's it is what it is. And I
don't know whether any of that makes any sense, but that's
I think personally, you don't ever sell your figures, and I didn't know that you just paint whenever you can. I didn't know that. I didn't know you're doing.
Literally, I'll come down in the morning because I work from home most of the time. So I'll come down in the morning, get a coffee or something, and the figures, because it's sitting out on the table, I'll just sit and think, while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I'll
paint something
for a little bit of a strapping on something, and then
I tend to do that if I've got like 10 minutes, like where I don't know, like if the kids aren't around, or if I'm taking a break, like I said, the kettle's boiling, or if I'm waiting for someone to cook, that I'll go in. Inevitably, what happens is I then carry on, and like today or yesterday, I burned my child's lunch. Because their chicken dippers and potato waffles were cremated. And Haley goes to check the oven. She goes, "How long?" I was like, "They've only been in like 10 minutes." So, no, they haven't.
No. It might seem like 10 minutes, but it is not 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. But look, I've done all this. I've done all of the belts and bows on this fabulous unit. You can't see her over there, but she's clapping now.
Dear.
Oh dear. What about you, Steve?
I got a few.
Oh,
I think this may not. It's not really a secret, but it's more something I wish I didn't have, and that's my complete and utter reliance on Agrax Earthshade.
I don't think you're the only person.
That's a good one.
No, and the reason for this is that I post pictures on Facebook and on Instagram and occasionally on Twitter, and some people are really, really complimentary about them. And I don't know, I sometimes feel guilty. They're just blocked and completely obliterated with Agrax Earthshade, and that makes them look good. I don't know. I wish I didn't have that reliance. I wish I could go. Paint sort of. I don't know. It sounds bad. Properly, is that a right way to put it? But that's why when I've been painting these Landsknechts, I've not been doing that. They've all been painted individually, not individually, but they're not just batch washed. I wash the colours with inks and other paints, and I build my highlights up properly. So that for me is a proper painting project. Whereas Bolt Action and the one I'm working at the moment, it's just I would not want to show the condition of my figures before I put that wash on, because it looks like I've put the paintbrush between my toes in the dark after 4 cans of special brew. They look really, really terrible.
Yeah,
but I wish I didn't have that sort of. It's not a reliance as such. But so that's one. The other one I said before about is keeping everything in order. I'm very much an that's just bad.
That's right. Does anyone else, if I find a paint, or if there's a particular paint that I love, deck tan is an example. I use deck tan on every single miniature that I do. I think it's probably in my opinion, one of the best paints, best colors out there, and I can't find another paint from another range that is exactly the same. Right, so I went out and bought 5. I will buy. But of course, the problem is that I'll be sitting around like, oh, here's the one I'm using. Oh, where's the one I'm not? Because I put all my paints in one place. So I open them all and then they dry out. So I will so Steve, for example, if I felt the way he did about Agrax Earthshade, I would have buckets of it.
Because what if they stop making it? Yeah, because what if they stop making it?
Yeah,
like chestnut
last year. I don't know whether. Yeah, last year I couldn't get Agrax from anywhere. I don't know where I went.
I remember you going on about it.
It was out of stock, or people were like whacking a 75% increase on price. It was like It's like trying to get hold of stuff you shouldn't be getting hold of. And so I started using Army Painter Strong Tone, and well, it was okay. It didn't feel it just didn't have the same effect, and I didn't feel comfortable in using it. I don't know what it was. But no, this is a bit of a confession. This is a bit of a hobby secret.
There we go.
A bit of a hobby confession. It may see me kicked off the podcast, actually, but here we go.
I'll get ready with the kick. Go on.
Sometimes, because people know that I come from the Games Workshop background. That's what I grew up with, and I see the miniatures they release these days, and sometimes I think, I wish I was still in that hobby.
Man in now.
And he's gone.
Now.
He's gone.
Kicked him out. Well done. Good move.
But I do. I look at some of the miniatures. I mean, I grew up on like old school Citadel miniatures and plastic kits, and while they were good for the time, you just look at the stuff producing these days. And
2002.
I'd love to paint it.
See, this is Games Workshop 2002, and I'm set up for highlighting it. Jesus.
No, I mean sometimes I have to stop myself from. I mean, we were talking about Primera Space Marines before. Yeah. I would seriously love to paint a squad of Primeras because they look so bloody cool. They just look good. And for someone that's not been in that kind of part of the hobby for many years, it's it's difficult. It's
nope. Where's Tom gone?
Oh,
where's Tom gone? He's done.
I think he's left it.
I self-censored there. This whole stream was going in a really nasty direction. I didn't like it for a minute. I thought I'd have to leave.
I think my confession was too much.
I personally think I should get Dom to have a game of 40k, and you, Martin.
I don't know how to play. Why? I play Kill Team. Like, well, why do I need?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, get Dom to play it then. Get Dom to have a game of 8th edition.
Thank you.
I would say for me, that's my biggest. But for me, a purely modelling aspect is that I appreciate good figures and good sculpts, and like them, loathe them. You can't knock them. The miniatures they produce are stunning.
Good.
Genuinely, I understand what you're saying, Steve. I look at some of those figures and I have no idea what they're like, what they are, or what they represent, or anything like that. Or frankly, that interested. But you can look at them aesthetically and think that's a really nice figure.
The yellow
really
ones.
Nice figure. Yeah, the
yellow ones.
I just look at them. They just like French to me, so it's all fine.
Yeah, the blue ones.
The blue ones.
Space. Carl's put Space Marines in field grey. There you go. You could do that, Steve. Your own chapter of Space Marines in field grey.
That's the only thing I don't like about the current sort of wave of 40k.
Oh,
for me. I love the grim dark. I love that whole gothic stunted technology. It's just that for me is the ethos that I love, and miniatures I think the scheme should reflect that. So if I was to paint Marines, they'd be gunged up, they'd be in battered drab armor. They wouldn't be yellow. Let's face it.
No. I'm just going to put this up here, Steve, because I'm just about to shake my head at Leslie.
And Leslie's having another go at bolt action, is he?
Ooh.
Of course he is.
Oh, Leslie, no.
No, Leslie. Just no.
No.
Just
no, Leslie.
No.
I'm with you on the whole Agrax thing, though. I mean, and I also agree with Martin on the as we call those things, liquid talent. I think that's what you call it.
Yes,
because they are.
I've heard that before.
You've not heard of that?
I use the other one.
I've not heard that.
Oh, mate, they're liquid talent. Yeah, you've never heard of that.
Talent. That's what it is.
No, I'd have used that. That's amazing. Liquid talent.
It's what it is, and I'm the same. I mean, I'm exactly the same as you, Steve. I look at the figures I put up and I think, it's adequate, it's okay, and then you see the works of art some people do, and you think, oh my god, I'm ashamed. But it is. It's just you use the tools and use them well. But I think then that's part of it. I think you do yourself down because some of your polls are fantastic. For instance, I mean, absolutely unbelievable. But
yeah. Well, you kind of inspired me this month, Steve. You inspired me this month because that's why I did my Americans. Yeah. That's why I did my Americans so detailed. So I was like, right, I'm going to do four different highlights on these Americans on their faces, and I'm going to layer them all up, and I'm going to shade them all, and I'm going to dry brush them.
Right. How do we kick people out? How do we get rid of people? How do we get rid of him? Right. The only thing I'll say is that there's far too much sort of, shall we say, I don't want to say inbreeding, but between the families. And as far as I know, Marines can't do it. So
they do. No, they can. They've got junk. They've got junk.
I still I'll maintain that no matter how grim dark the far future gets, the Plantagenets are worse. Right? I don't.
Oh God, yeah.
Like that's fiction. They were real. Come on. But yeah, no, fair enough.
That's the scary thing is that they were real people and they did the stuff they did. That's more terrifying than anything I can come up with.
Oh dear, More of the Roses in the future.
I like that one though. Talent was something you met on a Friday night. I think that's the result of it. It's what you feel like after a Friday night.
It certainly is. That was an interesting main core subject for tonight. So something a bit different. As
No, it's good actually. I was wondering where it was going to go at one point. So,
I was a bit afraid. To be honest.
No. I thought maybe because we haven't really spoke about it a lot recently. Just like project ideas, then, guys. Steve, obviously you can't say your secret project. You got any?
Well, tell you what. Like, I was going to say, given my confession, I think I'm going to buy a box of Primaris just to satisfy my curiosity.
I think if you need to do that to get it out of your system, I think you should do it, sir. Get it secondhand, though.
I may hate them.
Yeah, you might.
We won't judge you.
I'm not paying.
We won't get much.
But I'm gonna pay. I want to paint them the way I think they should be painted. I'm not going to paint them yellow or ultramarine or French or anything like that.
No, paint them how you want, man. Make your own chapter, innit? Do your own chapter.
Yes.
Yeah. So no. That's cool, man. You should do it. But like projects, then. So that's Steve's one. Like for the future, then maybe is going to be some Primaris. What about yourself, Mum? What are you going to be doing then? What do you reckon after you've done your Wars of the Roses and your ECW?
I've got to do. Well, the one that we know we do is I'm doing carrying on with my Carthaginians, but that's a happy background thing. So I'll be doing the Roman and the Gallic side. Yeah, there's nothing. I'll probably work on the Romans at some point this year. That was just something I wanted to do. There was something I looked at that I thought would be really cool, and I started going quite deep into it. And then went,
6 mil samurai.
Oh, don't worry, those will happen. I saw you showed off those that test.
Yeah, we showed your first regiment.
Those test base. So no, I reckon. So no, there's going to be a Saturday soon, and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do the whole lot. That stand genuinely took me about 3 minutes. I'm not joking.
That's good, man.
Like
that's good.
From start, like not including the tribe, like the flock, like to get to the point. Like that's how. And it was.
You now know, Martin, how easy it will be with Travis's tip. You put them in the oven once you painted them. They're dry quicker.
The thing is, the puddle of 6 mil won't be enough metal to make a 28 mil model.
Yeah, true.
The thing is, what I learned. Sorry, this isn't answering a question, but it just is. I've painted 15 mil, I've painted 10 mil, and I've done some 6 mil Confederates, but the Bacchus miniatures are very, very different from these miniatures. The Bacchus miniatures are very similar to the Warlord, like like exaggerated hands and exaggerated heads. Whereas these miniatures are, I don't know if this makes sense, but true scale 6 mil. Does that make sense? Like the heads are teeny tiny.
Yeah.
So what I started was I did the first one. I was just like, oh, God, like, what am I doing here? And then I just come up with the idea, well, actually, all you got to do is paint the impression of an arm, the idea of a bow, the idea of a face, or whatever it is. And that's roughly where a face should be. So I'll put a blob of flesh there. You know, the fact that this guy has sculpted noses kind of scares me a bit. But no, I will do those. But no, my future project, like if you talk about stuff that I haven't started, so because I've got my moon, what do you call it, like Star Wars and bits like that. Then I was looking at doing a World War II project. I was looking at doing a World War II terrain board, which I stopped myself buying. A modular city board with a river. I was inspired by, I was watching some stuff about Budapest and the siege, and I thought how cool it would be to have like a modular board where you could have like canals and riverways and things and then move it about a bit. And I come up with like this whole idea about how I was going to do it. And then I looked at how much it was going to cost and then thought that Haley will kill me. So, and I won't be able to hide that amount of stuff. So that's something that I will do. And the other one, which I sort of started buying, like, you know, quite a few sort of books and stuff on, is the Seed in Spain. For so that kind of period, which will go quite nicely with Dom's Normans, so give me someone to fight. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if my Wars of the Roses project's ever going to end. So I don't know if that'll ever happen. Because it's a bit like my Napoleonics. I'm just going to keep on. I've got 24 there that I've built that are just in greatcoats that are just sitting there waiting to be done. I don't know. So I'll have the main project done, but I think there'll always be something that I'm adding to. And Steve as well, because of his bloody Landsknechts. I've been looking into like the history of the Swiss Guard and things like that, and I was thinking you could do the. I was thinking about doing the sack of Rome when the Swiss Guard, like most of them were killed, because there's only 189 of them, so I could man for man do the whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man.
You know, so I thought that, and then have the Pope at the back. You know, I thought that could be a laugh.
Just enjoyed doing that. You enjoyed doing that priest figure so much. You want to do any excuse to do another.
Papal States. It really, when I was researching him, I read so much about the Papal States and their history, and it really was interesting, and so much so that I'm going to be doing some more papal stuff for the Wars of the Roses, because there are other examples where they came over and
it's truly fascinating, the whole Papal State stuff. I think it's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my one. So potentially a big World War II thing in the future.
No, that's cool. No, that is smart. You know, it's something that I've not seen you do, so it'd be definitely cool to see that happen. No, that's smart. What about you? What about you, Steve? Apart from what you got going on.
So got my secret project next. Burrows and Badgers is definitely something. I'm going to be ordering my first warband this week.
Yep.
So I can't wait to start. I really cannot wait to start painting them. They look so good. The big one for the moment is my next bolt action project, in that I can't decide.
Oh, okay.
What it's going to be.
I still not decided.
Really can't. I've been looking at a few.
You were wobbling on what to do. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been reading through the campaign books. I've been looking at
it's got to be plastic,
some of the starter boxes, but it's got to be plastic, and I don't just want to build the models. It's got to be something that's challenging. It's got to be get bashed about it. It's got to be something unique and converted. So I really don't know what I'm going to be doing bolt action wise.
About resistance, Steve.
I've been thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. I did look at them because I can add some Dutch freedom fighters or Dutch resistance to my Polish air. So they would fit in quite well there.
Do you know what you could do?
But
Steve? Home guard, mate. You could do home guard.
See, that's interesting. Yeah.
Because you got the British kit, but then you could kit bash with the heads and bits and bobs like that, and you got hand in weapons.
Yeah.
It's just a hard one.
You can have a hell of a good time with those. I know Ken from what's his channel? I forget now. He's done a whole home guard type army, and he's got like armed nuns and all these sort of things. It's just, I think it's right up your street, Steve.
Yeah, there is some cool little.
See, that's what I mean. There's so many ideas. What I want to do is something like what I like doing is taking a specific theatre, not just like a generic army. So I really like the idea of those because I've not painted them yet. Those US infantry.
Yeah.
So that's certainly an option because I've never painted. I've got a US Marine Army, but I've never painted US infantry. And I think there's so many interesting theaters I could use for. So I could do them. Choose a Normandy one. I could do a D-Day landing one. Have beach bases.
Yeah, you could do Tunisia.
That'd be some interest. Yeah, I could do Tunisia. I could do the Ardennes. I could do Bastogne. I could do into the later days into actually fighting into Germany. There's so many different things, but I don't want to make a rash decision, get something and just not enjoy it. So at the moment I'm just running through different campaign books and I get a bit of inspirado about what I want to do next. But definitely it's my secret project, Landsknechts and Burrows.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting, man. It's one of those, isn't it? You just can't decide up. Operation Torch, someone changed the name. Swedish volunteers in Finland. Swedish volunteers in Finland. There you go. That's something obscure, Steve.
That's niche.
Korean. You got Korean War.
There is that.
I did North Korean.
It's an all metal raid, and
Yeah, I did the North Koreans.
Yeah, I remember seeing your painting videos. Do them in contrast.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll think of something, but I'm thinking either American infantry, or I was even thinking about Deutsche Afrika Korps. Because I do like the look of them, but I don't know. It will be a surprise either way. But I've got it feels wrong at the moment not painting anything bolt action. There's nothing bolt action on my table at all, so I feel kind of lost.
Well, we know it's not bolt action. His secret project, then.
No, it's not.
But no, that's cool,
I am enjoying this. I am enjoying the secret project though. It's not something I thought I'd enjoy painting, but
every 2 minutes I'm
actually really enjoying this.
I'm a secret project.
Yeah.
I know he's a pain in the ass. He don't actually tell you what it is. That's the most annoying part about it.
Yeah. He probably hasn't actually got one. He's just trying to annoy us all.
Yeah, he's just saying, I managed to finish my Landsknechts. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, God, no. That's going to take me the best part of 4 years today.
You wanted to do him.
I know.
Yeah.
All my fault.
Yeah. What about you, though, Dom? What you got on the horizon?
It's a good question, actually. I mean, I've always.
So you haven't already bought?
Yeah, that you haven't bought.
Yeah, I haven't already bought. That's tricky. That's a really tricky one, Martin. That's not fair. Because I'm going to do a Russian black powder armor, but I've already bought that, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. No.
It's just waiting to get around to it. I want to finish off the Franco-Prussians, and I want to do more of them. What was I thinking of the other day? I can't remember what it was now. I think I'm really into doing Napoleonics at the moment. That's what I'm really into painting. So like when I'm supposed to be in the Franco-Prussians, I decided I just want to do some more of these erstwhile French that aren't really French. And I don't know. I think I'm just really still itching to do it. Obviously, with the Shakos and Bayonets coming out in another week or so, apparently, that'll get me even more hooked on the Napoleonics. So I don't know, really. I don't know what else I'm going to do. I like the ship stuff, so I'm going to, but that's largely done. So a new thing. I don't know. I think I don't really want to do anything new for the moment. I think I'm going to stick.
Can we pick something for you?
As long as it involves blue things, then I'm all right.
What, French or Ultramarines?
Either. Either, mate.
What about anything to do with planes?
Do you know that doesn't really excite me terribly? No, doesn't really excite me that much. And as I say, I mean, what I play, what I paint, and what I get into as a project is dictated by what the guys at the club play. And hopefully, fairly soon, we'll be back at the club and what you guys are playing and what have you. So, I kind of will be going back to our favourites, which tend to be, bolt action. Sorry, Leslie. Black powder, muskets and tomahawks, and shot practice. That's
hopefully shakos and bayonets.
Yeah.
Can I throw something out there? Just to this. I'm not very excited about shakos and bayonets. I don't know why. No,
because it's a skirmish Napoleonic game.
I think that's why. I think when I think of, because I really like muskets and tomahawks, and I love the system. I'd get me wrong. I think it's a brilliant game. But for some reason, I've got this mental block. Do you remember, like, when I said Saga in Age of Hannibal? I just can't reconcile playing Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we lost him. That's.
Hades pulled the plug. He's cursed.
And bayonets. I don't know. I don't know. I think once I play it, I'll be fine. I've just kind of got this like preconceived. I'm just a little bit worried about it. I don't know. This feels a bit odd.
The bit that worries me about it doesn't worry me particularly, but I'm thinking, well, do I really need it in my gaming life? Because I like muskets and tomahawks, but I also like sharp practice. And so sharp practice is a similar scale, similar sort of scale battle. So really, why do I need to swap out that for muskets and tomahawks or what have you? So, we've lost him. He's gone. Haley has pulled the plug.
No, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
He's back again.
Can you hear me? No, I can hear you the whole time. This is good.
We had the whirling face there with nothing was happening. So I don't know, really. I am looking forward to it. I just hope it kind of delivers, and I know we'll play it for sure, and I pre-ordered it. So, but yeah, I'd like to get into some ancients. That's something I'd really like to do. I'd like to get a set of rules that I feel really happy to play, like I used to love playing Warhammer Ancient Battles. And I'd like to get, and I know they're still out there and I can still use them. I've still got them in the garage, but nobody plays them. That's the problem down my club. So I need to find the rule set that people will pick up. And Hell Caesars are possible, but I don't.
We'll have to give
just black powder, for instance, or pike and shot.
We'll have to give Impetus a go, Dom. We'll have to give that a go because that's got quite a lot of like good reviews, and the rule book and the way they run it, the system. On paper, I like a lot. It's very command and control, and things can go wrong quite. But the fact you have to have a baggage train, you have to have something there to support your troops, which isn't an objective. But if your opponent gets it, they get a few more points. I think is quite cool, and their army books, they cover. I mean, the army books are like the ancients, the main ancients, which is this one here. So that's 3000 to 44 BC, all in there. It's absolutely stuffed. Age of Chariots, Alexander, his successors, the Roman expansion. So that's everything up to Caesar, And then it doesn't have to be on those large bases like I've done, but it does get good reviews. I haven't found anyone to play it yet. So
yeah, do a chariot army. Someone's put here. Do a chariot army.
Yeah, that'd be good. Hittites or something.
Yeah, again, I think they're actually funny enough. In the literally before we came on air, is that the way we should do it? These rules popped up in the North Star on their newsletter about L'Art de Guerre version 4, which looked possible. They mentioned WAB in them, but everyone seems to measure themselves against WAB. So I don't know. I would like to. I've still got all the Baron War stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got those figures, and we want to try those rule set. I have got, I suppose, the next big project for me, other than Napoleonics, is I will do a War of the Roses project. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, but again, I've got the figures for that, so it's not really a new purchase as such. So I think I'll just trundle along with the Napoleonics. I've working through the stash, and do the Black Powder Russian army. And do the War of the Roses army. That'll keep me busy for the rest of this year.
Bit. Yeah, just a bit. No, that's it, mate. That's it. Someone's put SPQR version 3. Go.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've had lots of comments on the video I did about looking at the differences, and quite a few people who've been playing it on Tabletop Simulator and things like that, and actually seem to be relatively positive about it.
That was a good sign, isn't it?
So, I mean, I think Alec, who I play with a lot, is keen to have another go at them. I think he and I were both equally interested in playing it. So we might have another go and just see what they're like. But again, it's skirmish rules, and I would like to get. I've got thousands. We've seen them, Ken. I've got thousands of big.
Hey, I'll play Hail Caesar with you. I'll play Hail Caesar.
15 mil armies, and I really want to get them out and have a big game.
Yeah, I'll play Hail Caesar with you. I'd love to play Hail Caesar. It's 100%. Everyone in like the chat right now is pretty much like this when we're talking about new hobby projects.
Tempt me photo.
Every time. They're like that every time.
We get a bad rap already. Well, actually, it's quite correct rap for telling people about things. It's not our fault if you go and buy it.
My turn. No, my turn now. So obviously for me, it's next things on the horizons is the Lord of the Rings stuff. So I've got 91 magazines to work through, each with their own minis, which I'm really looking forward to doing. I've started it tonight, which is.
You're going to play the game then, are you, Ken?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have a game, aren't we?
What a rule set! What a rule set! It's really good. Really, really good. You to be fair, Dom, you don't mind a bit of fantasy.
I don't mind it. I don't mind a bit of fantasy.
I'm gonna play it more the narrative style though. Dom, you seen the films?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the books to actually follow the films along. So you do the story.
Mm-hmm.
So like one of us plays good, one of us plays the evil. So like the first one is the Ringwraiths versus oh God, the Dunedain.
Aragorn.
No, Dunedain.
Right at the start.
Yeah, right at the start. Yeah, so when they break out, and you know, then you've got like you got the Ringwraiths trying to catch Frodo, getting out the Shire, and all that sort of stuff. So it goes through all that.
Say Frodo when you say
Frodo. Mr. Frodo, and Samwise Gamgee. See, down where I am, I say it right.
Yeah, dude. When you play it, don't go, oh yeah, the Ringwraiths, man, they're awesome. They are glass cat. They are not sturdy. That game I played, it's on the channel where it's like, yes, Witch King. He's going to go in there and smack. Nope. He has one wound, and he got surrounded. He can't. I didn't realize at that point that his because I hadn't used him before. I hadn't checked out the rule where basically his magical powers are his will is linked to his life. So when he runs out of will, he's dead. So I used all his spells and basically died. So
but this is why I like the narrative, because I was like, that's like I was talking about my thing, right? Is more the profiles are different. So the Ringwraiths actually in like the narrative books, they're like tanks. They're like super tanks. There's like a scream of the Witch King that you can perform. And yeah, it basically makes everything on the field shit itself.
I think you can purchase that if you're doing match play. I think you can purchase these abilities.
I'm not
a lot more.
I'm not so interested in match play to start with. I think I'm doing it the other way around with this.
At the moment, we were playing for those Pelennor Fields. November lockdown happened, I said, I know on the chat. One of my favourite war game fizzes, we played like a Helm's Deep style thing. Helm's Deep, but not Helm's Deep, and used the scenarios from the Two Towers book for that, and it was great fun. It was really, really good fun.
Yeah, no, that's it. So that's like one side thing. Obviously, I'm doing my ECW. That's going to be what I'm going to be running alongside it. So for my historical side of things, I'm going to be doing ECW and Victory at Seas at the same time as doing the Lord of the Rings stuff. So Victory at Seas is going to be that bit of project that I go to get away from everything if I just want something nice and simple to paint. But yeah, ECW, I'm really looking forward to starting that. I really am. I had it all out the other day again, just organising it, getting it ready to what I'm going to do first. But I've decided I'm going to do the cavalry first. So I'm going to paint all the cavalry because then it's done, and then we'll go from there and try it from there. Do the thing that I'm probably not going to enjoy the most first, and then I'm going to.
I haven't even looked at the cavalry yet.
No, well, I'm looking forward to doing the pipe blocks. I've never done pipe blocks, so it's.
What are you doing basing wise?
I'm doing the same as you. I'm going to use the same stuff as you have. I'm going to order some.
Oh, because I ordered some extra frames from Jim to just fill in those because you don't quite get enough pikemen. Oh no, you didn't get. Yeah, you can get ECW frames off him.
What the stuff that you got? Yeah. Oh, the frames. No, I did order some frames. I ordered a couple of command sprues.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't? Did you say you don't? Yeah, but I've got extra sprues, haven't I?
Yeah, that's it. Because I've done blocks of 16, rather than say 12 with command. So 16 pike, then with the guys on the back mean you need one extra sprue to get the extra pikeman. But if you've already got everything built up, then you can just divide it down and then.
Yeah, I'll just divide it up and then do it like that. Yeah, I will do it.
All my pike blocks are 16 pike with 2 wings, each of 12 muskets for a standard regiment. And then if it's large, I'll make it 24 pike and
that's
2 lots of 16.
Yeah, that's exactly that's what I did for my big old lifeguard unit. There's like 25 nearly 30 pikes I think on there. But I fitted them all onto like one of those bases. Just I had to move around and it stabbed my hand a lot of it.
Peter Little, the brown envelopes.
They do look good on the table.
The brown envelopes. Thanks, Peter. Thanks. Yeah, they're now in white clear plastic bags. But to be fair, I've got
Peter. He's matured. He doesn't do that anymore.
No. To be fair, I counted them the other. I counted them the other day. I've got like 250 dwarfs. So I was like, I don't need that many dwarfs. So I'm probably going to sell like maybe half of them. Yeah, well, I'm not going to get to them. So I'm that sort of person. I don't like it lying about if I'm not going to do it. So I'll get rid of it, get some cash up together, and I'll put it. Maybe even put it towards the house. There you go. That makes a change. Brown envelopes goes quiet. As mentioned, yes.
Brown envelopes always goes quiet.
But like future projects. It's an interesting one because Hell Caesar is definitely up there for me. Ancients, big battles, definitely how Ancients have got to be played. That's going to be next year, though. I don't think I could fit anything else in this year.
Interesting question from Matt saying, talk about projects. What does everyone here have a project when they only do when watching PCP? ECW has become that for me. He does other stuff other than
drinking is probably the.
I think they're just stabbing their eyes listening to Ken mention.
Ken, how do you want?
I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines because they.
You what?
Yeah.
Fucking.
It just never stops, really.
Tim, if you're on Facebook, mate, send me a message on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, let me know on here and we'll sort something out. Paul Pecker's in the house, right, Paul?
Hey, Beckers.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. So, Carl's just reminded me and Don reminded me just a minute ago. It is getting towards that time that it's 9:35. I can't believe how quick it's gone. Carl is our sponsor from Mezzers Minis, mezzersminis.co.uk. And in a minute, I will be putting up a lovely discount code from Carl. And it is 10% off everything on his web store. So just head over to his web store. And he does some lovely Avon Post, VMV stuff. And he's also got some Greeks now, isn't it? He's doing some Greek stuff.
Yeah, he's got Greek War of Independence, I think.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. So
really, really interesting. I know nothing about that period at all.
No,
they do look nice models.
No, they do. But make sure, guys, as well. If Carl hasn't got it in his website, and you know they do the range, send him a message, and he'll sort you out. He can order stuff in, but he's not going to hold everything in the range. It'd just be crazy to do that. But yeah, definitely.
We've lost Martin.
Oh, we have lost
Martin. Has gone. One man down.
Oh God, what is going on here?
And I don't think he's had real connection problems. I think tonight.
Yeah. Should have gone with VM, but there we go. Not going to say anything else.
Actually, Jason says, I heard someone recently say 28mm is too big to play poke and shot. I think you mean pike and shot. It's an interesting Friday night activity, poke and shot. And that 15mm is better to use the tactics and strategy properly. Any thoughts? I think you're probably right, to be fair. I think, I think, to be honest, controversial, but I think 15mm works better for most big battle games. Right?
He's back. He's back.
And 28mm, but 28mm looks good. But we play down the club. We play pike and shots. The black powder variant, 28mm ECW, and it works. It does look damn good. It really does when they've all laid out. But there's not an awful, even when you're playing on. I think we play on a sort of 8x, or even more than that, probably 12x6 table or something like that. And once you've laid out a few commands with all the pipe blocks and everything else, it's really difficult it's really difficult to do any maneuvering. It just literally is smash at each other, and that's about it. But it does look good. I think 15mm.
It's the same for me, mate. 12mm, that new ACW scale. I'm up for a bit of that probably next year. No, not the add-on extras, possibly, but I'm up for doing that. The 12mm. I do want to do an ACW stuff. I really do. So that's definitely on the cards. And also, is one for you lot, which you wouldn't have heard me really mention. Team Yankee. I'm honestly thinking about Team Yankee. Bit more modern stuff.
I'm sort of intrigued by that, but
Cold War. I was thinking.
I like the idea of the modern factor with it, and I like its tanks, and I do like tanks. But it always puts me off when I see games being played of it. It looks like
I want more infantry.
For those older people around who watched Blackadder religiously, and remember Lord Belchick on the First World War battlefields, and he had a dustpan just swept the models off because that's what it reminds me of. Team Yankee. When you see the games, it's like roll 15 dice, is that entire company is wiped out, but it doesn't matter. I've got another 15 coming on behind. And that kind of
is that what Flames of War is? Is it basically like that then?
Yeah, it's the same system basically, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I see.
And I don't like the look of that system, to be honest. But I love the idea of that modern. That's why when John Stannard did that video on the Warlords page about his own personal project of doing the Pakistan Indian war, and he converted.
The Indo-Pakistan
really
war.
Cool. That got me really excited, but it's not a period.
That was a fantastic video. As someone that loves to kit bash and convert, seeing someone taking a conflict like that, and the models available to him, and putting together what was a really accurate looking force as well.
Yeah,
really cool. That was really pretty inspiring. I did enjoy that video.
Yeah, I messaged him after that and just said, please, you're going to do these, and he said, no, we're not going to. This is purely my own personal little hobby, And they're not going to do it as a commercial thing, but I thought it looks so good. Like you say, Steve, he put so much love into modeling everything, and all the different, doing a bit of just sort of just modeling everything perfectly. It just looks great. But no.
Keeping the team. Yeah, speaking of that, keeping it in the Team Yankee era, has anyone ever considered Dust Tactics? Or Dust 1947.
Yeah, my mate he's got all of it, so we play that quite when we can't decide what to play because it's quite cool.
No, right. There's a guy that I follow on Instagram, and he's been painting up an American force for dust tactics, and I gotta say the models look fantastic. I'm really, really impressed with the models.
They're nice models. They're pretty beefy. There's quite a lot to them, and they're in some awesome poses. It's because there's been all sorts of problems with the IP for it. It went to Battlefront, who do Flames of War, and then it came back, and then there was a Kickstarter, I think, with Paolo Parente, and then some rights were owned, some weren't, but they seem to have sorted it out. But you talk about games being brutal. That game is one of the most brutal I've ever played. Whole stuff gets taken off, but it's a good, fun alternative World War II game. But the vehicles are awesome. The walkers and the I think it's like the Panzer 8, which is a walker with like 288s on its shoulders. Which are awesome.
Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it, when you start thinking of like, that sounds really cool. But I was thinking of like rule systems we already played. So like bolt action. You seen the bolt action Vietnam group?
Nope.
Have you seen that on Facebook?
No.
There's a bolt
I've heard of it. I've never checked it out.
No, it's again, Vietnam's something I'd be interested in doing. I don't know about other people, but
Bacchus makes.
I've only ever played one.
Sorry, Steve.
Oh yeah. I was going to say one of the very, very, very first war games I ever played back in the day was 15mm Vietnam. It was a game called Body Count. Apparently the rules get a really bad rep these days. They aren't considered to be very good at all. But that was my introduction into that sort of modern gaming. It was okay. I know Two Fat Lardies do Charlie Don't Surf, which is their Vietnam rule set. So there are rule sets out there, but bolt action Vietnam will be quite interesting.
Yeah, so profiles.
I can honestly say that it's one of the pieces that really doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. To be honest, I don't know what I enjoy Vietnam films.
Yeah,
I enjoy Vietnam documentaries, but I don't. For some reason, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. I don't know why.
I'm the same. Yeah, absolutely. But Becker says Warlords, obviously they bought Skytrex recently. Skytrex, another real old manufacturer, been around for donkey's years, but they've got lots of 15mm modern stuff. So it makes you wonder whether they might do something with it. I don't know. It might be interesting if they brought out 15mm stuff.
Speaking of which, I've just got a little. Now I've already done this with. Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, just before you do that, it's getting to that time, so I thought I'd stick Mez's code up, which is there. That's the right one, isn't it, for this month? Mez PCP.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have that going on at the bottom. So sorry, Mike. Go on, carry on.
No, I was going to say. So I already did this with Dom before the chat started. So Steve and Ken. So I was. We do like wargaming news. And there's been a few things. So I thought, I'm going to actually have a look on Instagram because there's sometimes people who pop people out on there. So I found this. Now I was quite impressed with this. So I don't know if anybody else has seen this. So this is a range that is going to be released. I think it was on the 17th of April. And where's it gone? There it is. Right. So have a look at that. Right. So that's the production mock-up. So what scale do you think that is?
Bloody good.
Oh.
By the detail,
It's bloody good. That's got to be between 28 and 54.
That was my guess, Steve.
I reckon. Yeah, 28. Maybe 20. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
28.
They're 10mm.
What?
They're 10mm. Look, there they are painted up.
What?
That's 10mm.
Yeah, they're 10mm. They're on strips. They're on strips. So it's called Mace Face
shit.
Miniatures, and I was like, yeah, they're on strips.
Wow.
So these are like they're called Dark Norse. They're
That is
fantasy. So basically chaos.
Chaos
but
basically, yeah.
Well, yeah. They just look at so you can see, look, they're on strips, and I thought so. They're launching on the 17th. But when I saw them, I thought, oh yeah, they got to be. They look like they're quite chunky. But I was actually I was really impressed. And then there you go. There's a sort of a quick paint job that someone's done. I say a quick paint job. I still better than I could do. But yeah, they were 10 mil. I was really, really surprised. I just thought that was quite cool. So, but I think it's just a one-man band.
No, that's cool, man. That is cool.
Seriously good. I have to say, take a bow, James Curtis, in the chat. Hang on, if someone's made up the comment. Is it not 40 KPCP? Well done, mate. Well done. That takes it.
Dear oh dear. No, but I'll tell you what I have forgot. I've been a really crap host because I've been concentrating on this corn red. But it is, we better get the news over, haven't we? Better look at some news because we actually made an effort this week. So
have you done a soundtrack yet? You said you were gonna do it this week.
Nah, I got too busy. So what have we seen this week then? Dom, you've seen some bits, have you?
Oh, hang on, I'll just put the paintbrush up. Hang on. Well, I showed you that one. I literally before we came on that the North Star newsletter came round, so they had those extra rules, which I'm vaguely interested in that. But again, it's that business. I've got so many rule sets. Will I actually play them?
I
know.
I know.
So the other one was this one. I don't know whether anyone plays Turkios and Kingdom. So apparently this is another offer that they're running. So it looks like I guess it's, what is it? 30 Years War.
Yeah, Nick Games, he's in the chat. He might be interested in that if he isn't.
Yeah. So that looks kind of interesting. Actually that would that is a period that does interest me. Yeah, I think I'm some way off actually getting into that as a thing.
Yeah.
And for you weirdos that like all the fancy stuff, as the Stargrave stuff's going on at the moment, Nick Starter, I know nothing about that at all.
It's sci-fi Frostgrave.
There we go.
So
good to know.
There you
go.
But
more exciting than anything else. Where is it? Oh, God.
The row.
Here we go.
Next to the dwarfs.
That one.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Victrix, sort of a teasing, actually. There's another one from Victrix as well, but this is up next thing on the design phase is some Romano British.
Yay! It can bulk out my Arthurian stuff.
Really nice. Yeah. And I imagine they're going to come with all various types of, as they do, interchangeable options, heads, and what have you. I wonder what they'll.
It wouldn't be Victrix if they didn't.
No, exactly. I guess they're going to be sort of Saxons as well, and I don't know really what they're going to be. But anyway, they look really nice. And they did bring out their sort of schedule of what's coming next, because I know people have been criticising the fact they brought out all these sort of showing us what all the next things were going to look like without sort of giving us any timelines on anything. So this is the order they're talking about in future. So Norman infantry will be next, then Roman archers, then the Bavarian Napoleonics, then Norman cavalry, Dark Age archers, and then into the Napoleonic cavalry, which so I don't know how. There's still no firm estimates on exactly when these will be coming through, but
you got an order. You got an order they'll be coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Roughly. So if you see the Normans are out, the next ones are going to be the Roman archers if you're waiting for that. And I know a lot of people are waiting for the Bavarian infantry.
They
do look very.
So 2 cycles to go. 2 cycles to go, and you'll be there. But
that's what I've seen.
Yeah. Well, anyone else seen anything else this week?
News-wise, nope.
No,
not really.
Dom took my glory with those with the Victrix
ones
stuff.
That I just the stuff that I sent to the chat that sort of reminds us of what he was going to think of. It was those cyberpunk things that Warlord are doing.
Oh yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yes. Yeah, it's on the website now, isn't it?
Yeah, if you go to the Warlord, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, definitely, Anthony. More Normans for the Sicily project. Quite right.
I think they've actually taken it off their front page. No, there it is. Cyberpunk.
They've got really weird. Haven't they gone really weird lately, Warlords? They've did all that mystical stuff, and now they've got this cyberpunk stuff. Are they just going to go completely fantasy? Do we think?
Don't know. They're going where the money is.
I suppose that's true. The money's there. That's true.
So So can you guys see the cyberpunk stuff? Can you? Is it a bit zoomed out?
Get rid of the. You need to get rid of the mailer thingy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
you
can
see that. Yeah. See that fine. Yeah. So this is their cyberpunk stuff they're doing. Pretty on the, depending on what you want to see. I don't know how many characters, but you got 3 guys for 18 quid there. That's a bit on the dear side, but
are they plastic or are they resin or are they?
They look resin to me, mate. They look like.
I think they look resin.
Does it tell us? What does it tell us? Oh no, durable plastic, made from durable plastic. So no, they're plastic.
Interesting.
They are plastic. So that's the sort of stuff. They're nice. They look nicely detailed. Don't get me wrong. But they're Monster Fight Club. I've heard of that. Why have I heard of that? I have heard of that. I think they're like a separate brand, but yeah, no, they do look really nice. They do look really nice. But again, I don't know the game system it's for. They've got some terrain mats there as well. They're selling 6x4 terrain mat. Just a bit of terrain as well.
I think if you were doing a cyberpunk RPG, I think they'd be quite okay,
definitely,
for that. Where you don't need a lot of figures.
They seem a bit niche though, don't they? For what Warlord do.
It's odd, isn't it? It's
that's right.
I would have thought they would have gone for, to be honest. Do you?
No, that's it. No, it's a bit of a strange one, but yeah. No,
actually, Peter reminded me just then in the chat. It's quite right. This was interesting. Talking about, we've had this discussion a few times on how
STL
3D
files.
printing's getting really, really big. These look pretty good. These are British infantry, obviously centre and flank company, Napoleonics, and I don't know how good they'll be when you actually print them out, but that kind of thing is growing like crazy. Some really interesting Kickstarters of
there is
bigger production, not just buildings anymore.
No,
really interesting stuff. So I don't know I'm going to bother buying into that. I've got enough British anyway. I don't think I need any more, but interesting, very interesting indeed.
No, that's it. Well, I know people really like it. So let's go through some of the images we had on submitted this week on Facebook. And there was loads. There was loads.
They all came into. There were loads, and then today it just got bombarded.
I think everyone knows that if they're in at the last, they got a better chance of actually.
I went through and I tried to select one image from everybody because that's what I tend to do. So everyone gets a shout. You get one picture. So let's start. Let's
That's so brutal. That's so brutal. You get one chance.
One shot. You get one shot and then you're out.
So Brendan, he's been showing us progression, hasn't he, of his Waterloo French.
He's going well, isn't he?
He's cracking on.
Jeez.
It does look good. It does look good, man. You got cat 3 4. Oh my God, how many's that? 1, 2, 3 lots of cavalry there. So he's matching me on cavalry. 3,
6, 9 French regiments there by the battalions.
6 battalions of Brit. No, 6, 7, 8 battalions.
Yeah.
Jesus,
like cavalry.
Smashing it.
95th, of course. Got to have them for Martin.
Yeah, exactly. So I saw Tony West as well. He put this image up. So he played outside. So I thought, what a cracker. Using natural terrain. So he's got a natural hill there with his units coming down.
So the old folk amongst us, I'm talking about you, Peter, and Leslie particularly, will remember there was a big thing many moons ago about building sandpit tables. So instead of having mats and building sandpits that you could mold into hills and what have you like this, and it just reminded me of that, seeing it. I just thought that's so retro. It's brilliant. I loved it.
Took you back, did it?
It did. It really did. Well, it took me back. The last time I played in the garden when I was about 5 years old, and I think half my army disappeared underneath all the mud, and I was finding it for 5 years later.
That's class. That was really cool. Stig Kelly put these in. I like the shields.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, I really like the shields.
Yeah, late Romans.
They're nice.
Awesome.
Late Romans, yeah, lovely.
No, it's beautiful.
I'm not big into Romans, but I do like the late Roman period and the Romano Brits. I think that's really interesting.
Floats your boat.
Yeah.
So
Romans literally is a bit boring, but that kind of stuff really interesting.
See, I'm the other way around. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Keith Davison, he's put some Frenchies on.
I
I really like the back.
well.
Yeah, I like the backdrop as well. I really like the backdrop.
Really cool. Good job.
It's really cool. Sapper at the front there. So yeah,
I need to sort one of those out for me.
Speaking of Prussians,
yeah, some Landwehr.
Yep, lovely.
You know, I was watching the Napoleonic Wargamer guy, and I never realised, and it made me think this is fantastic for my Russians, that these Landwehr uniforms were based on the militia that the Russians put out in 1812.
Yeah.
So actually, you can use the same figures for Russian militia. So
were their uniforms the same? Pretty much,
exactly the same, apparently. Yeah.
What about the colours?
What about the colours? Got a load of
colours are different.
I was going to say, yeah, because they're the things that I'm going to be selling. Do you want them?
No, I've got a box of them and I'm going to use them. But I did buy one of Carl from Ezra's Minis, one of his Greek Orthodox priests, and he's going to sit right in the middle of my unit of Moscow militia with a nice icon banner hanging over it. But I'm basically going to use those Landwehr.
Oh, nice.
Basically, that unit there is what I'm going to be selling. So painted. So if anyone wants it, just
mine will even get Haley to sign the box. There you go.
There we go.
Cost an extra £5, but you get an authorised signature from Haley. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Matt Mail's stuck these up. Looking awesome. Renaissance.
He's going along well with his Landschnicks, isn't he?
Yeah, pike. Yeah, those pikes are really cool as well. So yeah, and this one again. Yeah, this one again, man. Yorkshire Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lovely. Yeah.
Dear God, sir, you can paint. White as well. I just thought, oh man, these are
seriously lovely looking, isn't it? Really
very nice. Stephen Brewster's done for me some dwarves. These are old 40k dwarves actually. 40k fantasy dwarves. I've got 40k on the brain. Yeah, some fantasy dwarves, retro stuff. Lovely, absolutely awesome. Andy,
hey, look at that.
He's got some beautiful stuff for you.
I see an otter. I see the otter at the back with the giant two-handed sword and the. Is that one of the? Is there? Look, if you look at the so if you look in the middle row and the one on the left, that's an adder mage. That's an adder wrapped around a mage's staff.
Oh my God,
it's awesome.
I still just go, why?
He's got the shrew.
I'm not saying right. I think it's cool. I think it's cool, man. I do.
It's fantastic.
Maybe Burrows and Badger's going to get a look from Ken at some point next year. Maybe.
Oh my God.
There you go. And this was just an idea. So this was from Stewart over at Miniature Realms. I had the idea about what about Plastic Crap Podcast dice?
Do you know what was really weird? I was on a custom dice website the other day playing around with the logo on a dice. Genuinely.
Does it look good?
I was looking also at dice trays as well.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, I got that custom dice tray done for my Yorkist stuff. Yeah. So I also sent it. I was like, how much does it cost to get these produced? And obviously, it all comes down to volume.
How many you want,
and how many you want. Yeah.
The dice, if you buy a lot, they're pretty cheap. But,
yeah. It depends if you want the image embossed or printed. That's where where it gets expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his figures there. I love the guy guy in front with his grey beard. That's brilliant. Love it.
Contrast really again. He does a lot of these, and I love how these are the scale to batter up the flags as well, which is really nice.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's a great painter. Great painter.
That's an idea. There you go. PCP Kickstarter.
Mate, it's an idea. Jamie Guest, he's been doing. I think it's Water Rose again, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. That's. Do you want me to say he's got? I can't remember the name of the knights because they're horrible Lancastrians. But basically, it's part of Oxford's Retuin. So behind him, you can see Oxford's men with the star, and then he's got a couple of knights who are in part of Oxford's leading them. But that Oxford star at the back, that's the one. So at the Battle of Barnet, they beat Hastings. They went chasing him off, and then when they came back to the battlefield, Warwick's brothers' men confused that star of Oxford with the son of Edward and shot their own men. So it went swimmingly.
That's always handy, isn't it? But yeah, so
lovely stuff.
Something a bit different from Lee. He's painted a couple of bunnies. He put some minis up, but I thought, nah, I'm going to show the bunnies off because not something different. Not something you see every day on the show, is it? So I thought, why not? I can hear my co-hosts are absolutely silent by my choice of.
No, I think it's good. We're getting the animals are getting quite a big look.
No, they're good.
The moment,
it's serious animals tonight, isn't it? Yeah, fantastic.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
So, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it, but you know the word.
Granaprigo.
Just say Anthony.
Yeah, Granaprigo. That's it. Yeah, he's that. Oh yeah, he's done nice cannons there. I can't work out. I think these are Perry kits, aren't they? Or are they front rank? I don't think they're Warlord.
Actually, not sure. I was going to say I thought they were Warlord, but I'm not entirely sure now.
They're 5-man. I didn't know.
I thought they were front rank because I was looking at the commander.
Yeah, I think they are front rank.
Yeah,
he's put an extra figure in that Hussar, dismounted Hussar. Oh, is that Hussar? It looks like he.
Yeah. I thought, yeah.
But this Shaker isn't it? Hussar, isn't it? I don't know.
No, it's nice though. It's nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very
exactly. Nice. Warren's done some of these bad boys, and looking awesome. Nice. I like. To be fair, I like these models because really like the belly on them.
Are they? Yeah. I think they're black Scorpion ones, aren't they? I think that's.
I thought you said they were 3D printed.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, they're 3D printed.
Yeah,
they're very nice.
But I like the belly. The belly's awesome. And Matthew Wright, he's done nice Cromwell.
Very nice.
If that's it looks like airbrush job definitely, but if it's done with a paintbrush, even more kudos because that looks really cool. It's got the hedge cutter on the front as well, which is nice. And then Rob Blackburn, he's done his La Haye. He's finished that.
Yes, look at that. That's very cool. Nice. That's very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the same one I got.
Very nice, Rob.
Yeah, that is nice. That is very nice. And Robert Cox, he's
that's a lovely diorama, isn't it?
Done a little diorama sort of thing. Yeah, I feel like
it's that's his Sudan stuff, isn't it?
Sudan stuff. Yeah. He's not gone over the top like me when I get the old blood on the go. He's just got his.
Well, I don't know. You could get do what I do and get people commenting and saying that it made that while they appreciate, what did they say? While I appreciate the model, it shouldn't make me feel queasy about the one where I did the bone sticking out the leg. If you go back on the Black Powder group, you see it. There's this whole conversation, and there's people arguing with him. There's this guy was going, it's just not necessary. And I was like, you do understand that cannonballs, what they did to people, right? And it's like it's not gratuitous. I wasn't doing it for the sake of it. I was doing it. There's like a bunch of people, the
cannon, front rank horse officer.
Yeah, I know you did it gratuitously, Martin.
I did. I know I did.
Yeah. Just a shit out of it.
Matthew Humwick, he's done a couple of KV1s. These look 15 mil, so they look.
They look small, them. They look very small, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, but still nice.
No, I think they're 10 mil.
I was going to say, I reckon they might be 10s. Yeah, I do like
smaller.
a KV one.
Nice.
I think they're from Pendragon.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Very
Alistair
nice.
Dakin. He
Bloody hell.
done some really nice, really nice bases there for cannon. Look at the size of them cannon bases. It's so cool.
I like he's done your thing of digging. He's got the
cannons
have rolled.
Yeah. I like it. The second one back as well. You can see that he's put a bit of smoke sort of stuff.
That's really good.
Yeah, no, it's looking cool. And got VK. He's done his command bases.
Fraser.
Very nice. Yeah.
He does some seriously good stuff.
It's very good.
I'm coming over to your place at some time, Fraser. He said he's going to have a game round his new man hut when we're allowed.
Yeah, man. He's got his he's done the whole thing now, hasn't he? It's looking really, really sweet.
Really good.
Yeah, and just to finish off on the old 40k theme, Necromunda.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it's
nice. Cool model.
That's very cool. Is that what's the gang? Oh no, Steve knows. I can't think what the
Cordor.
There you go. Cool. They're the zealots, yeah.
It's the Cordor Redemptionists.
It's just Steve done this.
It's cool.
Go on.
What was I going to say? So we have got one other photo because Miller's not on Facebook because he hates Facebook. So he sent me these. So he is working through his large unit of Ironsides with Cromwell. So he's done a large cavalry unit and he's just finished the horses. So those are all bicorn. So I'll let you top that price up because free cavalry are 12 quid.
What Jesus?
So and then he's got the avant-post.
Does his partner know about this spending habit? Maybe you should have a word with Laura and then she can say my habit.
Well, I don't know. I think you got it all in one go if he's watching. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that lot coming rolling across the table. To be honest, no. I mean, to be fair, in any game I see a large cavalry unit, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, I said I'd share that. But yeah, hopefully he'll get himself on Facebook and then he'll come over onto the group. So sorry, I just jumped in there, but yeah, I said I'd share those.
Nice.
Oh, no, guys, we've run over a bit tonight. We've gone 6 minutes over. You got a bit of a Brucey bonus. So
cool.
That is one of those. But everyone's so Anthony's put thanks, chats. My 10-year-old son loved it, but we do a full roll call and return to barracks. No man left behind.
That was the outdoor game. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, it's cool. But guys, it's been a great one this week. Paul Becker, I hate Facebook, but yeah, it's been really good. It's been lovely having everybody here tonight. But guys, we want to just say thanks very much for watching.
Oh, wait. Next week we've got Richard from Bloody Miniatures.
Oh yeah.
Who's hosting?
Me. So we've got we've got Richard from Bloody Miniatures. He's going to be chatting about his new venture of Bloody Miniatures, that awesome new English Civil War range which sold out in a few days. So he's going to be on chatting about wargaming, why he set it up, why he's done those models, and yeah, it'll be cool. So yeah, come and check that out.
And don't forget, go over to mezzersminis.co.uk and use that Mezzer PCP. Get it on there. But yeah, guys, once again, we'll see you later. I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges, a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines, because they.
You what?
I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges, a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines, because they.
You what?
I always feel like the French in the Napoleonic ranges, a bit like the Ultramarines and the Space Marines, because they.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
Oh my God.
See you later, guys.
See you later. Bye.